Hey guys, this is Brian at Boxcar Reptiles. If you didn't see my last video, go ahead and check it out. It's a video of one of my box turtles laying eggs. This morning, she was laying them last night. This morning, we're wake up, we're gonna dig them out of the ground. The reasons why I do that is because it gets too hot here where I live, and the ground is too warm, so we dig them up and I incubate them in their natural at their natural temperatures. To start off, I have these little boxes that I put the eggs in with some substrate, and then this is watery with not a ton of water in it. I can squeeze all it and there's no water coming out, so it's pretty perfect. Then I'll continue to add a little water to keep it a little moist throughout the incubation process. One of the other things I do is I have a spoon just so I can be really careful. We don't want to dislodge the eggs or roll them or anything. And I have a Sharpie because I'm gonna mark the top, because box turtles, you can't roll the egg. Once they're in their upright position, they have to stay that way. And so I'll move them into here from the ground. So she was laying over in this area. We have lots of box turtles out today. I'm gonna show them the box turtles. Show them. They're eating some bananas. They like the bananas. So let's go ahead and start digging it up. So I'll do this part really slowly. Get down here, and that way I have this in the way, but she was somewhere right in here. So I think we'll just move it, and usually you can see where she actually dug, and I think it's right there. See how the dirt is really loose just right there? See how there's little things sticking out? That's actually because she shoved them back into the ground when she was burying the eggs. So I know I'm kind of in the right spot. And also you can see the little hole if you just cover or get all the loose debris out of the way. You can actually see the hole. There's more debris that she's buried up, but you can see where she's actually dug, and you want to be really careful because you don't know how many eggs she laid or how deep that first egg is going to be. So I'm just really careful, just taking out the dirt just really slowly. I'm not in a big hurry. I don't want to push the dirt down on the eggs and have potentially break one of the eggs open. So as she buries the eggs up, she packs each layer. I mean, so it does take a long time for her to lay eggs, mainly because she packs every layer so that she knows. I'm gonna go a little bigger, but she knows that they're safe once she gets them up into that. Let's see if we get them close. So she wants to ensure they stay safe from predators, and so she takes her time after she's laid them to really pack that dirt and really make it look like she was never there, so that something can't come. And I'm getting a little closer. So as you get closer, the dirt will get a little looser, so that because she'll bury it up and pack it so the top is really packed and the bottom is less packed, because she wants to leave air between the eggs. I'm gonna try to pop up this so that it's out of the way. She wants to leave air between her eggs so that they have air and they're not suffocated. So we're getting really close. Oh, there's one right there. So come over here, can you see it? One right there. So before I do anything, so let me, oh, now I can't even see them. So there's two of them. Here, hold it right there. Are we upside down? So hold it about right there. And I'll move this stuff out of the way so they can see. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get my box ready. And I'm going to mark the first one on the top that I can see.
And I'm just using a Sharpie so it doesn't hurt the egg or anything. If I can reach in and grab it right now, I'll reach in and grab it. Really softly with the egg. And I'll keep it in that same orientation. So show the egg. So first I'll try to clean off a little bit of the dirt if there's a lot of dirt, but I'll always keep it in that same orientation. So it was just like that when I pulled it out. So I'll put a little hole in this and I'll put it in that same orientation that it was in. Okay, let's go back to here. Finish digging out. Looks like there's another one right here. See if I can get some dirt off of it. And I'll take this Sharpie again and mark the top of this one. Then pull that one out and try to, I try not to move them too much. That one is pretty flat. So I'll move that one and I'll set it just like that. Just like it was in the ground. Now, move just a little more dirt. There's another one right there. Can you see that in it? And I'll mark the top of that one with the Sharpie. And I'll mark every one of them so that I can keep them oriented. This is going to be a little bit different to get out, but shouldn't be too hard. Alright, so we got that one. We'll put this is just a little bit over. Okay, looks like there's another one just right there. So just clean off some dirt, mark it. Once I mark them, I can move them and they can actually roll. But I try not to move them as much as I can. Just because I know it's not what they want. Clean off some of the dirt. And then I'll place that one right there in the same orientation I found it. And there's a little divot on the side. That's okay. That's just because one of the eggs was next to it, and so it made a little divot as it fell in, because they're a little softer when they actually are first laid. Looks like, oh, nope, it looks like we have one more. All right, clean off the top and mark that one. Use the spoon. See if I can clean out just a little bit around it. I'm always being just as soft and as I can be, so that I blow it off a little bit.
Looks like there's another one.
Yeah, it looks like there's another one, so I'm gonna have to move some eggs around to make room. But make them all. They should probably be a little flatter. I'm gonna try to make the eggs so they're not touching. I think it's okay if they do touch. It's just a preference. Oh, there's another one. Try to get some dirt off of it. Take my Sharpie and mark the top again. So she's laid 6 so far. We'll check in. I just brush off some of the dirt. Just because once it's in the incubator, if it's got less dirt, it's a little bit easier to see them and kindle them and make sure things are doing good. Okay, now that I can't see anything, I'm going to be really soft, even though I think that was all of them, but I'm going to be really soft because you never know. And I'll finish digging out the rest. Now when they lay and they dig their hole, they do a real small hole at the top, and down in the bottom it's going to be a bulb. And so you can pretty much assume it's done once you feel the hard edge around that bulb. And at that point you know that they're done, and I push all the dirt back in. Try to keep any rocks or anything like that out of it, just in case somebody else wants to come along and use that same spot. You're not doing anything. And then I push in to make sure that it stays pretty covered up, and make it so it looks natural again, like that. And at this point, I'll make sure none of the eggs are touching the top of my lid. Put them in so they stay humidified. We'll get them into the incubator, and these will take about 60 days. These will take about 60 days to hatch. And we'll put them at about 78 to 80 degrees is about the normal temperature. If you like this video and you want more, comment below, like, subscribe, it helps me out. We'll continue with more videos like this. I'll try to catch more females laying eggs. I got several of them, and they're starting to really nest and dig around and experiment places where they want to lay their eggs. I appreciate you staying tuned and watching the full video. Let me know if you have any comments or ideas or anything you want videos on, and we'll talk to you later.